Phillip here. Real proud of today's progress so far. You can't see it, but previous video I shot and uploaded. We got the back glass installed on the cab. Had Right Way Auto Glass come out and do that. Mr. Wright was real helpful, real knowledgeable. Got it done. Made it look easy. I can tell you right now, my attempt at previously was a failure. But hey, back glass is in. I'm happy with the progress. Now on to the hinges. That's the other thing I want to do today. I'm going to start off by, well, let me talk about the hinges a little bit. I got some rebuilt hinges from a gentleman out in Washington State, Sam. He had some rebuilt hinges. They came in primer gray. I then hit them with some Rust-Oleum he had them in a primer Rust-Oleum to help keep them rust. He basically rebuilds them, sandblasts them, paints them in a primer gray Rust-Oleum. I could have left them that way. That'd have been fine, but I really wanted them black. So I hit them with some Rust-Oleum black. I don't see the can around here, but it was the as you see, it's a little bit of gloss. My truck is satin. This is gloss. It's not going to be a big deal. It's black. It'll all, it'll fade in. But first thing I'm going to do is I am going to hit this with some Rust-Oleum Universal Satin, kind of cover up this just to prevent any more rust. And then once that dries, I'm going to install the hinges. This is the lower, just the lower hinge? Nope, I'm saying upper hinge. I'm going to install the upper hinge, lower hinge, get those kind of finger tied in there, get it ready to hang the doors. Also going to do the same thing on the other side, painting these areas just so, protection. Paint helps kind of protect it a little bit. And then I'm going to use some anti-seize on the bolts. I did get some brand new hardware from LMC, so I'm going in with all new matching hardware. Because this one kind of had some piecemeal bolts on it. They worked. I mean, they held the doors on. They weren't anything wrong with them, but I do kind of want the stuff to look a little better, a little more professional, so I'm just going to go back in with bolts from LMC that are made for the hinges. And I also got the washers. I got some lot washers and then some spacer washers. I don't know what they call them, but for the door. It's a different kind of style for the door for the body versus washers from what you put on the hinge. So I've got the proper washers for all that. All right, well, let's get started. All right, as you saw in the time lapse, I taped it up just to kind of protect the body a little bit. I will say, whatever I've cleaned and waxed it with, tape doesn't want to stick to it on the body side. Now inside it's doing just fine, but out here, I don't know. I guess it's that ceramic coating wash stuff I use on it. But just doing a light dusting of paint, just basically to kind of protect it from rust and stuff, and moisture. I'm going to repeat the same thing on the passenger side, so not going to necessarily video that, but when you see me back, we'll be back to hang the latches once this dries. All right, guys. I've painted the areas there where the hinges mount, just so in case my alignment's a little bit different what was originally there, you won't see all the white or original body color it was on there. I've got my driver's side hinges ready to go. I've also got my hardware to go. I went ahead and bought new hardware from LMC. This is the bolt and then the correct washers for the body side. Got all them pre-staged. I'm going to mount the hinges on both sides, and then we'll hang doors next. I am going to pull the tape off here in a minute during the time lapse, so here we go. All right, so I've got the hinges in there. There's a little play in them. They're not solid in there. I want to be able to get the doors wiggled on there here in a little bit. So I will say that to get this one in and out, I'm sure a lot of y'all know, but to get this one in and out, you've got to have them in the open position because you can't wiggle them into their holes unless if the hinges are in the closed position, you're never going to get them wiggled in there. So make sure they're in the open position before you try to put them in the hole. But right now, just leaving them kind of where they'll wiggle a little bit, so that way when I get the doors on there, I have a little bit of play, and hopefully the hinges aren't fighting me too much. But that's the next step. For the driver's doors, hang the door. I've still got to put the strike plate on it over there. May work on that here in a little bit off camera, but my next move is to go over to the passenger side, repeat this step over there. Oh, something I did forget to talk about. I did put a little NECs on the bolts just to hopefully if I ever have to take the door off again, I'm not fighting rust or a seized up bolt. Anyways, that kind of takes care of this step for this side. Going to go over there, repeat, step and repeat over there. And next time you see me, we'll probably be trying to hang some doors. That'll be exciting. Can't wait to get the doors back on this thing, get them lined up, get the Altman latches working properly. I do still have to, once I hang the door, I've got to do a final install on the Altman latches to be able to, get all that functioning. But I have painted, I went ahead and painted the this piece on the Altman latch that goes over the door. So for right here, it goes over the door. I don't know which side that is. I might have the wrong one, but just so that it wouldn't rust or get any patina to it. Black truck, trying to keep stuff black. Make it last a little longer and look better. All right, I'm going to go get off camera here for a minute and do the other side, and we'll see you when we're ready to hang the door. All right, I need help from the think tank here. So this is the passenger side upper hinge on my 54. When I took the hinges out to do the rebuild and stuff, I knew there was a bolt missing here, but I never really investigated it because I was buying new hardware. I figured I would get new hardware and put a bolt in. Well, that's not exactly the case. There is nothing there except a hole. And I have the same problem down here with the bottom hole. There's nothing there. It's just a hole. Once I get everything in place and aligned, will the two bolts hold? Will it be fine for top and bottom? Or what is the fix to get a nut or something back there to be able to help hold this? And I don't know that a nut is the answer, because if I have to go back and realign them, then I'm going to have to adjust the nut also, or the nut and bolt again later. So I'm looking for solutions or answers, any advice y'all can help me with. Thank you.